You see, this video exposes how protests today isn't about truth. It's about performance. From anthem stunts to flag swaps to open calls for violence, we gonna connect the dots and show y'all the same people preaching unity are the same ones tearing it apart. And when they act fails, even their own leaders start to walk away. Check this out.
It's okay, we are going to do the song in English today, so I'm not sure if that wasn't or if that wasn't relayed.
Alright, bear with me because I'm still very shooken up and emotional, and anyways, I just got home from singing the national anthem in Spanish at the Dodgers game, and it is the official Star Spangled Banner in Spanish. You can Google it. I'll just read it to you really quick, but it was officially commissioned in 1945 by the U.S. State Department as a part of President Franklin Roosevelt's Good Neighbor policy to foster a better relationship with Latin America. Because of this, I didn't think I would be met with any sort of no, especially because we're in LA and with everything happening. And I've sang the national anthem many times in my life, but there was today out of all days, I could not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just could not believe when she walked in and told me no. But I just felt like I needed to do it. Para mi gente. For anyone who's been following me for a while, you know everything I do is out of love, good energy out of love, and I'm proud of myself for doing that today. Because my parents are immigrants, and they've been citizens my whole life at this point. They got documented really early, but I just can't imagine them being ripped away from me, even at this age, let alone a little kid. What are we doing? Anyways, sorry. This is a whole different side of me that y'all never see, but thank you for all the sweet messages. I love you guys so much. Safe to say I'm never allowed in that stadium ever again, but I love you guys so much. I love you guys.
Now, I'll just go ahead and say, am I upset that there's a version of the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem? Am I upset that there's a Spanish version to it? No, I'm not. But she took the mic at the Dodger Stadium and didn't just sing the anthem in Spanish. She did it after being told not to. And she did it as a way to protest against ICE. She called it love. But I don't know. Underneath the tears, it was defiance dressed up as virtue for me. This is how you hijack a moment meant for unity and turn it into a personal pity parade. But what if I told you kids outside this country honored our anthem better than she did? We have, how you say that, 6 sticks style? Posted respect versus disrespect on display yesterday in Mexico for NASCAR Cup. Kids from that country sang the U.S. national anthem in English respectfully and perfectly. Meanwhile, a U.S.-born influencer, Nezza, sang it in Spanish at a Dodger Stadium to protest ICE in USA. What a contrast. Obviously, we see she's singing our national anthem in our country, but she's doing it in Spanish, which is technically not an issue, but you were told not to, which creates the issue, and you did it as a way to protest the president. But these are just kids in Mexico singing our national anthem in our language, showing more respect for America than the people protesting from within it. They didn't try to make it about themselves. From what I gather, they just sang. Stood tall and sang. Wasn't told not to, from what I'm getting reported to me. But it gets worse because the anthem isn't just being distorted. You see, in some places, it's being replaced. Y'all see that? The Mets replaced U.S. flag with pride flag during the national anthem. Flag Day at Citi Field. And instead of the stars and stripes, fans were shown a rainbow. Now ask yourself, what message does that send? Well, you can't even display your own national flag during the anthem. You already surrendered your identity, essentially. In that same league, one man quietly pushed back. Clayton Kershaw's Bible verse was written on his hat next to what seems to be pride colors, right? But here's the twist. I'm gonna read this out. Genesis 9:12-16, King James Version. Is what it looks like. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. It shall be when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. The water shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The rainbow shall be in the cloud. And I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on earth." Now, Clayton didn't just shout. I don't think this was even a protest. He just wrote Genesis 9:12-16 on his hat. A verse about God and his covenant. And the real meaning of the rainbow. Now, I don't think this was any sort of celebration. I think this was just him trying to correct some things. Doesn't mean that in modern society that this still wouldn't be looked at as a pride symbol. See, some people wave symbols. Others remind us of what they used to mean. That's just the bottom line. But the minute someone on their own side does something they disagree with, they snap. Look, check this out.
I'm crashing the fuck out, because tell me, why are the Dodgers going to the White House? Take this fucking shit off.
All over a meltdown over Dodgers visiting Trump, y'all.
This fucking shit off. I fucking can't. Benny, give me that fucking shirt. Give me your fucking shirt. Fuck Otani. Fuck Freeman. Fuck Mookie. Fuck Kike. Fuck Banda. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking losing it, bro. I'm fucking losing it. Count your fucking days. Dodgers, count your fucking days. Ah! I can't fucking breathe. I'm fucking shaking. Shut up. Shut up. Cat. I don't fucking care who is in charge. I don't fucking care what is the fucking tradition. I don't fucking care. It's all fucking stupid and I fucking hate you guys. Count your fucking days, Dodgers. Count your fucking
This is hilarious. Psycho much? The leftist Latinx Latinos are going nuts because the Dodgers went to the White House and had a great time with President Trump. Why are you so mad? Don't you know that Latinos helped Trump get in the office? We support Trump and the Dodgers. Just shows this is hilarious.
Yeah, this was something that took place earlier this year. But that ain't activism that I'm seeing, man. That's emotional instability. Yeah. And I'm just saying, when the team visited the president, she ripped her shirt off. and curse these players name by name? If that ain't TDS, the left is directly responsible for what we see right here. And when they claim we the ones that are violent and all this other, all this why they claim we're the dangerous ones, y'all. Look at this. A compilation of Democrats calling for violence. Pete.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you
have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House?
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Now, were y'all able to pay attention and listen closely? Because that wasn't just, those aren't fringe voices. Those are lawmakers, speakers, presidential candidates. They told you to make us feel unwelcome, punch us in our faces. They want to pull a bullet in Trump. We won't let up, and we shouldn't. So the next time they call your opinion a threat, I want y'all to play that clip back. Because their own words can't be defended. And when they can't, they turn on each other. I want y'all to look at Randy, Weingarten? She's speaking at the No King rallies. And then resigns from DNC.
You are the community to this president's chaos. And together, we build a future of opportunity and justice for all. Hope over fear, aspiration over anger, the promise of America for each and every American. That is what we are fighting for today. You are the...
Now, this is what happens when your movement has no anchor. You go from shouting about justice to watching your own leaders walk away in silence. Now, Randy, she was one of the people who led the so-called No Kings rally, and a week later, she quit the party she was marching for. Or a day later, or something like that is being reported, is what I'm reading. I'm sorry. They're not resisting tyranny, man. They literally, quite literally, are choking on their own contradictions. Because this wasn't patriotism. It wasn't protest. It was performance. And what do I always tell y'all? They masks keep slipping. It slipped. I don't know, man. When respect becomes rebellion, when cheers become tactics, and the truth is too dangerous to say out loud, that's when the choir will start waking up. Look, y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Please. Let me know y'all thoughts on this.